Hello, Aries, and welcome to your tarot card reading for October 2023. Hello, Aries, and welcome to your October reading. So let's go ahead and get started here with an oracle card. So let's see what comes through for Aries for October. We start with enthusiasm. Beautiful. It says self-expression, inspiring others, self-confidence, totality, success, sharing, and a positive response. Okay, well, this is an excellent start. And I love this for a Libra season, right? Because this is an opposition. So when it comes to dealing with others and being incorporated into things and having business and, relationships and just having things going on in your life, it's always really nice to know that those things have the potential to go very well. Now, because I'm publishing these readings late, I don't want to just only lock us into October, but we're going to pull this into a little bit of November as well. And just say that over the course of the next 2 months or so, you are looking pretty good. And it's not just that things are going to go well for you, but that it's like when things go well for you, you shine. And when you shine, you actually help things go well for other people as well. Right? This literally says inspiring others. And I feel that this is, it seems like the leg up that maybe Aries has really needed to kind of get themselves to rally. Not that you normally struggle with that, but I know that having Chiron in your sign and having the North Node now in your sign, it can be a little bit strange, and sometimes it can feel like you're kind of on some slippery gravel sometimes, but I feel like you get some traction right now over the next couple of months and maybe even on in through December as well, and it'll bode well. And you may get some good deals or some good clients, or you may meet someone romantically, or there might just be a continual spiral of good things that has the potential to occur. But just because, I'm not saying that's going to happen all day, every day for the next few months, all right? I think mostly life will be pretty normal. But when you do get those exciting moments and those opportunities, it's going to really light that fire and help to motivate and inspire you to get up and do it again. And when you have that momentum going, it's really important to capitalize on it because it doesn't always last, right? We know that motivation and inspiration can only go so far. It only helps us so much before we have to kind of like kick into discipline mode and stay focused. So this is a gift. This moment is a gift. This burst of energy, this burst of enthusiasm is something that can be capitalized on. So let's see what comes through with the moon deck. Nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, your situation right now is not a permanent thing. It's not like this is the way it is and that's it and there's no changing. There's a lot of flexibility for Aries right now. So if you don't like something about your life or about your circumstances, it's a matter of choices and it's a matter of redirecting. And the thing is that sometimes enthusiasm is all we need to redirect. I feel like you have all the ingredients right now. Like if you're sitting there in any way, shape, or form, kind of feeling a little bit like self-pity or victim or whatever, just say, am I motivated to actually make this change? And if the answer is yes, then that's all you need. You just need that one yes and you're good to go. And I think you'll be surprised as to how quickly things could turn around or how quickly things could change or evolve or develop and how quickly more things can come in. Right? Like you're really not in a stagnant place right now. So operating as such is going to be detrimental to your growth and ultimate prosperity and your abundance. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull out the tarot cards. So what else does Aries need to know here for October? We have the World. Beautiful. Ace of Cups has been coming out quite a bit in this month's readings, which I like because it's an indication that good things come in, something that you want. Usually an Ace of Cups is something that's wanted. All right, it's usually a potential. It doesn't mean you always have to take it, but sometimes just to have that opportunity just be presented is enough. So we have the world, the Ace of Cups, and strength. So strength, I think, goes hand in hand with enthusiasm, because it's, do you have the courage and the self-confidence to really put it out there? Do you have the confidence to self-express? Do you have the confidence to show up? Do you have the confidence to say those words and to make that approach? Do you have that? I hope that just the nature of the season makes you feel like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm not scared. Yeah, I'm not worried. Because the universe is going to respond to your courage right now. Like, remember the mutability of the environment here. Nothing is yet set in stone. So when you act courageously and you put yourself out there and you speak deeper truths, and you actually allow yourself to really listen to your intuition, into your body, into your inner, like, soul-driven desires, not your ego stuff, but like your soul-driven stuff. Okay, a little bit of a difference there. If you're lucky, sometimes they align, but not always. But if you have the courage to live in those truths and to live that degree of authenticity, so much can change for you. And I think changeability is a really important notion over the next couple of years, as Saturn in Pisces tends to kind of unravel. So a lot of the structure and a lot of the rigidity of our lives tends to disintegrate and dissolve, which means we can write any story we want. And in 2025 and 2026, when Saturn dips into Aries a little bit, that's when we're really going to start rewriting our whole story. But first, we need to allow ourselves to, like, really let some things go, okay? The world, Aries, your life is turning over. Now, whenever the world comes out, to me, it always speaks as like a threshold, right? You're crossing some type of a threshold. I don't know, it's like a rite of passage almost. Like, you've had certain experiences, you've learned certain lessons, you've extracted certain wisdoms from your life experience, you've gone through like a certain amount of stuff, and you have earned this right to move into the next phase of development, which often includes greater prosperity and deeper relationships, deeper connections, deeper degrees of fulfillment and satisfaction. Okay, so there's a lot of joy that, I think you're walking into, but it really depends on if you're gonna put that foot forward and really show up every day. And when I say show up, it doesn't mean you have to be fake. Right? Because sometimes I know for me as like a really extreme introvert, okay? And as I get older, I get more and more introverted. Like, even just going out sometimes, like the grocery store or the coffee shop, and interacting with one person can be a little bit draining, right? Because it's like small talk and, oh, hi, how's your day? And right? It doesn't mean fake. It doesn't mean small talk. It doesn't mean putting on a performance. That's not what showing up means. It means showing up with a commitment and a dedication to make something happen, and you show up with a deep caring as to whether or not it happens. Right? You have to care about it, and the caring really is from that more authentic place. And that's what's going to drive you over this threshold here, okay? But you have to, like I say, you have to be a little bit bold, I think. You have to be a little bit willing to kind of push the limit and push the line a little bit with that strength card. And yeah, there will be fears that come up. There's always fear that comes up when strength is involved, because that's what strength is, right? If there wasn't any adversarial stuff, there would be no strength. Okay, so there are adversarial qualities, whether internal or external. There will be adversarial stuff, but I don't see it being huge. We'll see what the rest of the tarot cards have to say, but this is your opportunity, and the enthusiasm helps with that. Because sometimes when you have that enthusiasm and that excitement, and you come up with something like, oh, this is an adversary, this is a doubt, this is an insecurity, or this is a problem that has to do with someone else, or, oh, that person is so difficult, right? When you hit up against that stuff, it is your enthusiasm that says, oh, well, you know what, but we can find a solution. It's okay. We'll find a solution. We'll make it work. And you have that more positive outlook. And it's not delusional positivity. It's not spiritual bypassing positivity. It's just a phase of readiness for change is really what it is. See the Seven of Swords. Yeah, that's the adversarial stuff. for sure. But we get the Chariot, so, and a Wheel of Fortune. I don't know what else you guys could really ask for. Honestly, I think you have all the markers of things working out. And yeah, Seven of Swords. Okay, look, Seven of Swords kind of sucks because sometimes it's internal stuff, but it's usually internal based on something that happened externally at one point in your past. So for example, let's talk about romantic relationships. Okay, let's say you were cheated on in the past, maybe multiple times by multiple people. So now when you're faced with the potential of a new relationship, you immediately click into that self-sabotage mode of say, well, so many people have hurt me in the past, and so to protect myself, I'm going to sabotage this relationship before they can hurt me. That's your Seven of Swords, right? That's kind of a common example, but this could be anything. It could be your relationship with money, your relationship with success, your relationship with your business or with your family, any area of life this could be. But usually there is that internal self-betrayal or that internal self-abandonment that really is more of a coping mechanism that you've had to develop through survival of something in your past. And it's hard always to just overcome it. It's not like it's something that you can just snap your fingers and say, oh, well, I'm just not going to do that. I think it's a lot harder than that unless you're, a special breed of person, okay? Or if you have some degree of accountability coming from the outside in. But it doesn't mean you can't do it. And I think that's where the strength really comes from, right? You recognize your self-abandoning behavior or your self-sabotage behavior, and you recognize why you have that tendency to do it, so that when it comes up for you, you say, all right, this is my chance to not shoot myself in the foot. This is my chance, this is my opportunity to go be successful in spite of my tendency to push success away. And again, enthusiasm plays such a huge part in this because this is what's going to drive all of this. To be enthusiastic about what could be rather than just be accepting of what is. And with a Chariot, that really mirrors the success quality of that card too. Same with the Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune can move really fast once you allow it to move. Sometimes it takes a while for us to really say, okay, Wheel of Fortune, I'm ready to accept. Because sometimes this just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming. And sometimes it's really hard to let yourself catch that wave. And sometimes in order to manage our lives, we get some good stuff and then we say, okay, universe, that's enough. I can't handle anymore. And then we kind of slow it down. And then, it's really hard to build that momentum back. So we get it back and then we slow it down again. And it's always this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I think Aries is ready for no, I just want a constant stream of Wheel of Fortune. I'm ready for this. Now I'm going to say the word abundance. I feel like with today's spiritual community and all of the law of attraction people and all the manifestation people, it's gotten a little diluted, which means you get to inject whatever abundance means for you. Some people it is material. Sometimes it's not really for some people. Sometimes it's both. It doesn't really matter. But whatever your notion of abundance truly is, right? This is about just letting it come and come and come and come and not pumping the brakes ever, and having the courage to do that. Some people are really good at it. If some people have a really strong Jupiter, I would say, okay, we can look at some famous people like a Justin Bieber or a Taylor Swift, kids who are really young, who just let the fame come. They just let it and take it and take it and take it. And they just it keeps coming. That's a Jupiter thing, and that's a Wheel of Fortune thing. Not everyone has a super strong Jupiter in their chart. Some people do. If you do, you're probably more comfortable with that. But if you don't, it's probably you do tend to pump the brakes quite a bit. Okay, so we're not trying to pump the brakes here. We're not trying to stop this Wheel of Fortune from turning in our favor. Okay, Aries, what else? We have the Moon. Moon has been coming out quite a bit this month as well, which tells me that there is some kind of deeper subconscious cleansing thing that's going on. And it will bring up the fear. I think the moon is somewhat adversarial. Okay, I like the Tower. I like the Tower, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, because I always say this is a Wheel of Fortune in disguise. But I like the moon and the... did I say Ace of Cups? I forget where my train of thought was going with that. But I do like the moon because... Oh, the fear, the adversarial stuff. That's what it was. Because the moon is so retentive and it just remembers every little freaking thing all the time. Always remembering everything all the time. And sometimes we don't even realize that some memories have had such an impact on our behavior. And once in a while, we have these little flashes of insight, these little epiphanies that say, oh, man, I remembered that. Like all of a sudden, we remember this one memory and we realize what an impact it had on us. I think that might be what's going on for Aries. Is that there's some sort of, I don't know, it feels like a secret. Like you've kept a secret, even from yourself. You've kept this secret and it has really dictated the direction of your life. It's dictated your relationship. It's dictated your relationship with money, with your career, with your own success. And this has been maybe a point of pain for you for quite some time. And it's coming up for healing. Okay, it's coming up for release. And that's what Scorpio season is actually really good for. So as we do make our way through the end of October and on in through November, as the sun comes into Scorpio after eclipses, okay, because the eclipses are happening on the 14th and then the 28th. But that full moon eclipse on the 28th, which is at 5 degrees of Taurus, is going to be in opposition with Scorpio. Okay, the sun will be in Scorpio, moon will be in Taurus. And that scorpionic quality really is about integration. It's about taking all these fragments, all this internal separation, and bringing it back together again so that we can have like a quality of wholeness. And enthusiasm with wholeness, with strength, with the Wheel of Fortune, I don't know, this is a really, really good set of ingredients for you to make something incredible. And with the Queen of Cups, so I don't know if I feel that this is you or not. Kind of feels like you and someone else. We'll see what we get with the clarifiers, but for right now, the Queen of Cups feels... I like that she's sort of standing up and she's sort of holding her cup up almost as though she's toasting. It's like there's a congratulations. I don't know. I think you're going to get some type of something that's worth a congratulations. Someone is going to congratulate you and you are going to want to congratulate yourself. And it feels not necessarily like congratulations, it happened, or congratulations, you got the results you wanted. More, it's like congratulations, you did it. It has more to do about your own personal character than it does anything else. So there is something by way of reward and recognition coming out. You for yourself and other people celebrating you as well. Now, the Tower, I always get excited when the Tower comes out. I have a feeling this is associated with the eclipses, by the way. We have the first eclipse again on the 14th at 21 degrees of Libra. Now, that is a new moon solar eclipse. So there's, that kind of blockage of light. But I like eclipse season because there is an alignment that occurs and it's natural and it's not forced. And there's nothing you can do or not to get it or prevent it. It just is going to happen. And it feels like this alignment for Aries, especially because the North Node is in your sign, obviously. This alignment for Aries really is going to help you come back to yourself, especially if you've been feeling lost. And with Venus too, Venus is coming into Virgo tomorrow. So I know these videos are so late, but I'm putting this together on October 7th. So on the 8th, Venus comes into Virgo. And Venus in Virgo, while she's technically in her sign of fall, which is not her strongest place, there is a serious work ethic. And actually, she's actually going to be pretty strong in the chart still. Even if she's in fall, she doesn't have all these terrible aspects to contend with. She's actually pretty good. So for her to kind of place that value on work ethic and daily habits and getting your stuff together and getting organized and getting things cleaned out and really bringing adjustment to that area of your life, that can also be very disruptive like the Tower, but it's disruptive for the sake of being supportive of your success. All right? So I do think the Tower is a good thing, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. And it's time for that sudden shift to occur for Aries. All right, so I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy for this reading. I'm going to pull out some clarifiers. So for those of you who are new, the cards we're about to pull out are the cards we will cover in the comprehensive reading. So if you do want to join, you are more than welcome. So let's see what comes through for Aries. The link for that, by the way, is going to be in the description box in the comment thread down below. So we usually talk for another 25 to 30 minutes about all these cards, okay? And we start off with the 10 of Coins, which is also pretty good. Okay, King of Cups. I'm seeing a lot of emotional stability. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Even though there are some astrologically volatile events, I don't think there's emotional volatility here. Okay. Beautiful in the environment. So let's clarify the 9-card block here, starting with the World. The World for Aries. King of Wands, Justice, and Queen of Swords. Page of Cups. I love Page of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Then we have a 5 of Swords and a 5 of Wands. Okay, so even that Ace of Cups feels a little disruptive here. We have a 2 of Swords, a 6 of Cups, and a 9 of Cups, which is a card of wishes coming true. So for the 7 of Swords, we have a King of Coins, a 9 of Coins, and a Page of Coins. A lot of coins coming out, which means it's about practicality here. We have a Knight of Swords. Oh, hold on, this card fell on the floor. It's a Chariot card. Chariot on top of Chariot. Beautiful. I love when that happens, especially with the Major Arcana. And we have an 8 of Cups. I would honestly say, Aries, like, are you ready? Are you ready to leave that chapter behind? Are you ready to leave that circumstance behind? Because it certainly seems like you are. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords has been coming out like crazy too. Don't worry, I do shuffle my decks quite a bit. So another 7 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 3 of Coins, a 9 of Swords, and another World card. 10 of Swords, my goodness. A lot of swords. Knight of Wands, 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands. I always say Wands with this. 4 of Swords, I'm sorry. 4 of Swords. See, it's peace of mind with that Tower. Peace of mind, the Hanged Man. There's not a lot you can do about that Tower, you guys. And then we have the Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, if I could talk. All right, Aries, this is where we're going to pick up. So if you want to join, again, you are more than welcome. You guys know how much I love and adore you. Have an amazing October, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.